Okay. Let's get going. What's up, guys? Hair's still kind of wet because I just got out of the shower, but so I'm not gonna be able to hear the best since I don't have my headphones on. We are just gonna send it. Okay. I don't have any exalts in my inventory. Oop. That is not what I wanted to do. Alright. So I need to get Jado upgraded. I really need to work on my endgame like stuff. I also forgot to open the TikTok chat, which is a little dumb of me. I'll fix that real quick. I don't like these portals for this setup. It's a little too much. Let's go with our temporal portals. Those are one of my favorites. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Okay. Well, let's just get this going. See, and this is why I wanted those exalts. Ooh, give me the corpse. Thank you. All of you go away. Thanks. All right, and then we are going to corrupt it. Yeah, we just sent it. I don't know what's happening. Stuff's dying. That's the important bit. Grab that. Alright, let's find where this last mob is. Here we go. Not the best turnout. Could have been worse though. Welcome in, guys. How's everyone doing this morning? Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday to everybody. I actually haven't played this in a minute where like I could see, because I was playing with some other people who like completely blacked out the screen for me. Got any tips how to understand what loot is worth currency? So I actually run an overlay that I keep up on my other monitor so I can check, and then from there it's a little bit of memorization. So like if I see something I don't recognize, I'll go check it on the market, and then if it's not worth anything, I'll ignore it. Yeah, it's if you have a PC, it's part of Overwolf. So if you've used Overwolf overlays before, super easy. PoE overlay 2. Very, very convenient. It also has a price checker, so like if I pick something up, like my weapon, I can price check it, like so. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, I paid a lot more for this weapon than 2.6 div, but that's fine. I want to see how far I can push this. Hey, Aurora, how's it going? Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? Hopefully your grind is going well. Hopefully you're not at work. Yeah, no problem. Path of Exile uses a lot of third-party stuff pretty often. Jesus. Slam build's coming along. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think the next thing I want to do is a caster build of some sort. This build's pretty fun. I'm kind of surprised it works. Mostly. So I've made 3 different versions of this build. This is the final version, because I can't think of anything that would make it better. It's on Ritualist. It is the only Ascendancy that has something that scales with presence radius. Other than Chronomancer Slow, which is not as helpful. So yeah, we're just running this. Where's the boss? Oh, what's up, buddy? Hey, I need you to not spawn your little minions. Oh, I got hit with temporal chains. Okay. Like, why am I attacking so slow? Obliterator bow. Can you drop less stuff, please? Jesus. I don't want any of this, I don't think. Yeah, none of this looks very good. Plus 3 to fire spells. That's kind of whatever, though. Got kicked out of live because a dude called the series. Died when the Knicks came back and won. Cool. Oh, the green glow is from a rare mod I picked up. So I have something that sort of lets me pick up mods like Headhunter, but it's part of my Ascendancy. Who are you? Ah, you. Okay. Still not the fastest at killing bosses. I don't know why this guy has 5 million HP though. I also love Ritualist, and I've been trying to make like a blood boil build since it came out, and this is the first time it's been like kind of useful. So, how many times have I beaten this game? Like the campaign, a lot. I make like 8 characters a season. There's not really a like beating the game, because endgame is just a grind to see how cracked out you can make your character. I kind of want to do this breach. Where is it? Probably in this little pocket right here. Alright, yep. Playing Ice Shot Raider Ritualist right now. Nice, nice. Yeah, I very rarely bother with rarity because I like making meme builds. Which means I often don't get super far. One of these leagues, I'm going to start something that's like actually good. And, you know, just go from there, but... Between PoE2 and Guild Wars, I don't think I need to buy another game for many years, true. Yeah, the Bodach build's pretty fun. Wait, is that a boss? Oh, hey, it's a boss. Yeah, see, then he just dies to blood boils. Like, I didn't even hit him. He just died. Blood boils is so good when you get a boss that spawns in, like, an abyss or something, because they just melt. Oh, hey, another breach. Hey, Juliet, how you doing? We're, waking up. Another fun thing with this build, guys. I haven't pressed a button since I opened this breach. Rares you do have to press buttons, but then they all die. Oh, hey, a boss. Double Marshal? I don't know where he went. Where are you? There we go. I'm actually... I made a few changes to it. Also, thank you for the follow. So I need to re-update it. Let me double check that really quick for y'all. So I do have a Mobalytics page. The link is in my profile. but let me make sure this is uploaded. Because I think I uploaded it and then changed like 3 items. Bodach Ritualist. Imported. Yeah, okay. So let me re-import this. Hey, Plo, thank you for the follow. What's up, Muzz? How you doing? Do I have to make a new one? I think so. Oh wait, nope, here we go. Import. Nope, that's wrong. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay, delete that one. Delete this one. All right. Name this cheap version. Name this live. Publish. All right. Yeah, Bodach Ritualist. Very, very cheap build. You can get this going for about 30 exalts, maybe, if that. Dev planner. So I don't do like planners. I don't make build guides. I am not informed enough to do that. Best SSF class? Don't know. I don't play SSF. I would probably say in SSF you're best off with, honestly, like just some ascendancy that has a lot of power packed into it. So Witch Hunter and Smith of Katava both have like really, really good advantages in SSF. Spirit Walker's pretty good for SSF too. I don't know enough about like minions or like crafting to like really say one way or another. Like I said, I'm not like super knowledgeable about this game. Yeah, Smith is just like free because you just get a white chest piece and then you can get all your reses on it and have no problems with reses for like the rest of the game. Joshua, no, this build is not expensive. I initially set this up with, so each unique piece, which you are mostly running uniques, is 1 to 2 exalts. So you're running a unique weapon, helmet, amulet, shield, and I was also running a unique chest piece when I originally set this up, and that was about 1 to 2 exalts a piece. And then you can, you know, push it further. You can switch out the unique chest piece for a I went with a pure armor for some spirit, and armor applies to elemental just to get some more tankiness. You don't even really need the spirit. Like, I got the spirit because I was like, oh, I can run more spirit gems. You only need Blasphemy and Herald of Blood, and Blasphemy's not really needed either. Like, you don't need Temporal Chains. You can just not run it, and it still works fine. I just like it. The only gem you need is Herald of Blood, and then banners work very well. Since you stack enemy power, you get banner up like instantly, which is pretty cool. I moved all of my stuff around. I got a new hideout, moved everything, and now I'm a little confused where stuff is sometimes. And I need another tablet. Where can I get another tablet? I'm actually running low on tablets. We'll run this random breach tablet because I'm kind of just doing random stuff right now. Oh, I've been on T15s for a while. I can run 16s, really. So this build, because of the way it works, as soon as you hit level 78 and you get the mace equipped, you're good to run T15s. Like, just straight up. It just works. It won't be fast, but you can run them. No, I usually just out can go, especially when I'm traveling. You can do 6 mods pretty easily. I mean, that last breach I opened, look. Like, you can just do this at some point. It's not super fast, but stuff will die. Oh, hey, another martial obsessed. What's up, buddy? Bonk. Bonk. Where'd you go? Oh, I'm out of mana. I accidentally upgraded my Infernal Cry. I might need to get a slightly lower level version because it costs so much mana now. Yeah, so the reason I picked Ritualist is it is the only other Ascendancy that has something that scales with Presence Radius, and it's Blood Boils, which make enemies take more damage and also make them spread Corrupting Blood when they die. That deals 2% of their max HP per stack of Blood Boils on them, which stacks up pretty damn quick when you got a bunch of enemies. And then Herald of Blood starts popping. And then I've got Incision on Herald of Blood, so Herald of Blood applies Incision, which then increases the physical damage they take due to my Anoint. And yeah, then Corrupting Blood burns them even faster. And also, the Bodach does physical damage. Eh. Which just makes them die even faster. I did not get a haircut. I did take a shower though. So it's just damp still. Which is why I don't have headphones on. Dude, Tainted Paradise T16s took you 70 and 82 in 5 minutes. Yeah, dude, Tainted Paradise gives so much XP, it's kind of insane. Does it work well in campaign? You can't actually do this in campaign. This build does not, you don't even get to wear this helmet until level 70 or 65, and you don't get to use the weapon until 78. So you just do campaign with whatever. I leveled with a crossbow, because I like crossbow. I also leveled it with a mace on a different character. Oh, those are fireballs. So this is not Gemling, this is Ritualist. We are using the Vestige of Darkness crown. So this is like all uniques, guys. I did just upload my POB to Mobalytics, so if you go to my Mobalytics page, there's a link in my account bio. You can see it. It's not super complicated, it is just kind of weird and scuffed. I'm not unkillable, I still can get one shot, but I am shockingly tanky for only having 2,000 health. This is due to Defiance of Destiny and Block Chance. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on this, but I think Defiance of Destiny, like the recovery amount, is increased by the Ritualist. So this 34 gets increased by 25%. I think it goes up to like 40 something % of my missing health is recovered when I get hit. And that includes when I block hits. Which means it's very hard to kill me. My Gemling, I've respec'd my Gemling like 3 times, and I'm just not quite happy with any of it. Also, hi Mints, how you doing? Sorry, I saw your message, trying to keep up with everybody. Also, how you doing, Emo? Good morning. Someone asked, do you also play D4? I did play this latest season of D4. You still don't have Anoints unlocked? Yeah, you gotta get that, man. It's not hard. Made a gemling testing corrupting blood warcry. I was gonna say, how does that work out? Because what warcry are you using? Because I equipped that corrupting blood gem, and it doesn't seem like it's cool that it scales with base damage now. But I'm not sure how you would actually scale that. I stopped using it because it was just kind of eating my HP, and I didn't need it since my corrupting blood does more damage. That's the wrong person. That's Doriani. Let's, hey, can you stop scrolling up, TikTok? Thank you. Spirit Walker? Yeah, Spirit Walker is really cool. Infernal Cry, which scales with fire. Yeah. I was more talking about the corrupting blood, like if that did much of anything for you. Like Infernal Cry is good, that I know. What am I looking for? New tablet. I have one Abyss tablet left. Dude, I am just like not dropping tablets really. Let's run this, why not? Alright, Muzz, have fun. Oh, okay, so you're just using Infernal Cry and then getting a ton of plus skills to scale the corrupting. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, so I'm kind of doing something similar, but my so my presence radius right now, let me pin this so I can even see it, is this. So it's like most of my screen. So anything in this gets blood boils applied every like 1.5 seconds, which is pretty fun. And the Bodach just smacks stuff. Ooh, Abyss. Abyss, Abyss. This is actually really good at killing abysses. It is less good at killing... It's better than the Chronomancer. The Chronomancer, I had so much slow potency that I actually couldn't get mobs out of the storms because the storm would just respawn before they moved. It was a problem. So this is a little bit better. Hey, Erlich. We are playing Ritualist. Ritualist Huntress. Give him Pro Cry, base radius. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm still kind of goofing off with gemling. I haven't found like something that's really spoken to me other than Infinite Hammer of the Gods. Infinite Hammer of the Gods was really funny. And then you get the benefit of running Wind Dancer. So Wind Dancer gets like 85% more damage per stage when you have 34 quality. And you can kind of just clear Wind Dancer unless there's a rare, and then you just drop a Hammer of the Gods on it. It's kind of funny. All right, what's in these? We got a Crackling Flux. Okay. Let me check here if it's even useful to me. I might grab it anyway just to have it, but I also don't care that much. No. Not worth the time. Do the bear version infinitely. If it has glory reduction as the alt quality, yeah. That is the Bodach, which is my helmet effect that I have built this entire build around. Yep, so when stuff is in my presence radius, the Bodach gets mad about it, and it smacks him. And the more enemy power in my presence radius, the more it smacks him. Which is why we're running Red Blade Tower Shield, the double enemy power counted in my presence. And this also increases enemy power. So if I drop a couple of these, then it gets more mad and it hits things more. I was running a different chest piece to automate the Grueling Madness scaling, but it was just annoying to keep on. And I was sacrificing some defenses for it, and Spirit. Not that you need the spirit. Like, honestly, I think the other version works just fine. This just makes you a little tankier. Yeah, so I saw this helmet and immediately went, ooh, I want to make a build out of that. And there's no way to scale Bodach other than to make him attack faster. That is the only way to scale Bodach. Unfortunately. Because he's not an ally, and he's not a minion. He's just sort of doing stuff. Get away. There we go. The only problem with Earth Shatter is that if there is something in the way, it just won't work. And then sometimes you can't see what's in the way. So there is a summon circle somewhere around here that I can use twice now. Oh, here it is. Hello. Yes, bring all these minions here. $5 million HP. Boss takes a minute to kill. It's not the fastest at killing bosses. Okay, that one's bugged. That's not got a billion HP. It also spawned with a bunch of health in this thing. Can you drop stuff? Got an X out of it. 1 second. Am I druid? No, I am a ritualist. Meant the build. The build is actually on my Mobalytics page now. Bodach Ritualist. So you can just see what I'm running. It's not a guide. I don't really do guides because I don't know what I'm doing either. Okay, kinda. Let's just send it. I should be able to kill him without dying. Oh, maybe. I don't know about Jamina actually. Hopefully I don't die. No, don't do the laser beam. Quite frozen. Okay, we're good. Okay. This is the easy part. I can just stand here. There we go. Nice. Yeah, we're trying to upgrade Jado. Like a unique overseer tablet. Alright. New question. How do you got your wolves without the pound skill? I'm running the spirit gem version. That's all. So it's 60 spirit. Glory Gen on Walking Calamity is gaining rage while already at max rage, and alt quality is chance to knock some glory. Yeah, you can get it to 0% glory. You can also make it not have to do the consuming rage thing. I'm on a 15. We're just alking and going right now because I'm just trying to get to this other map. I tend to stick around. I like Alk and Go, I really do. It's just easier. I also don't like crafting in this game. Give me that temporal bubble. Thank you. Oh, I was gonna say, where did I step on this breach? I did. These should all just burn, except for you. Alright, are we gonna get another Marshal of Zesht? We are! That is like the 5th one in a row. Nice. Hey Kylie, how are you doing? What's up, dude? Hang on, I did not see what tier. I think I already answered that. Is this a stand near and wait build? It can be. This is a, I initially was trying to get it to be a walk and kill everything build. It doesn't quite work out that way. But you can just kind of stand there if you want to like take a drink, which is nice. Don't have to focus. Can magma barrier work with a buckler? Yes. Are you able to play on max settings? Like graphic settings? No. If you're talking about like difficulty, yeah, it just takes a while to kill him. I'm doing good, just waking up today. Did it? Did not need to open all that. Okay, just gonna elk this. Fire damage and more cry recovery, maybe. All that away. Did I unlock it is the question. I did. All right. So I want a 16 for this, I believe. So let's make one. Damn. 14, okay. You bastards. Give me a 16. Oh, you are pissing me off. Okay. I just need a 16. There we go. Making a wyvern build with spirit defense. What are the 3 defenses? What's your wyvern build based around? Is it oil barrage, flame breath, rend? Also, what's your ascendancy? Shaman, flame breath, apocalypse. Okay. So, Shaman, you're kind of forced to go armor, ideally. If you're running Flame Breath, you won't have armor break, so that's out. Yeah, I mean, your best bet's really just stacking armor or converting fizz to fire damage, and then stacking armor applies to fire damage is your best bet, probably. But that chest piece that converts half of fizz to fire, like, you lose a lot of defenses for it. Because the biggest issue with Flame Breath is you cannot get stunned, right? If you get light stunned, so if anything smacks you and you get light stunned, it stops Flame Breath. That is the biggest issue with it. So the way, last league I did a Flame Breath build, and the way I got around that problem was I actually went Evasion, but I also was playing a Ranger. Same thing on Gemling, you could probably also go Evasion. Evasion Deflection, but on Shaman, you're probably better off going Armor since Evasion nodes are hella far away. Spawn things, thank you. Alright, we're gonna get another Martial Possessed. Ow, that hurt. One of these can't recover. Thank you. No. Grab those. Open. Thank you. Fizz damage aura. I would like that. Did I blow him up? I did not. Sweet. Now I have the bubble. That guy was supposed to have elemental resistance and he froze instantly. Ooh, shiny. Add Arctic armor and lingering illusions as of now. Yeah, so like, I'm trying to think of what else would be really helpful there. Lingering illusions is nice for power charges, but you don't really need it once you get Aleth's chimes. Granted, that is a little pricey at the moment, or it was last time I checked. I think it's come down. Trying to think what else you'd even use really. I mean, I do really like Eternal Rage. Berserk also for some more damage is nice, but that's not really defense, that eats your HP. Currently 53. Yeah. Yeah, I used, I had a Rend Wyvern that I used Armor Break on, so I had, Scavenge Plating to get, like, a ton more armor, which was nice. Oh, that's not helpful. I need this map to have less doors. Oh wait, there's a rune here. Be something good. Skills. We have a good skill here that we can grab though. Is there a good level 20 skill that people want? Or maybe one of these runes. I don't think so. Let's see, let's see. Rune. Nope. That's lame. Open the door. I don't want to open the door. You having fun with grenades? Grenades are really cool. I haven't done a grenade build in a very long time. Also, hi PG. Yes, I did see you. Sorry. I don't remember if I said something. Build's already linked. It's in my profile. TikTok links don't really work though. Oh hey, I should probably mark them so I apply armor break. Yeah, stand next to each other so you both blow up. Good.
An impressive battle.
Okay. Give me that, give me that, give me that. That's a chance shard.
That is too. Allow me. I have located the next area. We should.
Yay, new Jado thing. Next zone.
I will meet you there.
You're just gonna
I will continue the search, and perhaps one day we will talk.
I tend to make my own builds, yeah. Oh, why did my... Oh, that stopped. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, well, every once in a while I'll follow someone else's build, but usually I try to make my own. 5% chance to complete a nearby anomaly map to be revealed. Vrisium remnants have 10% chance to be rolled in additional time. Vrisium remnants. I don't... Is that just like when I spawn in? I'll run that, I guess. Okay. Now we should be able to put our headphones on. Let's see if it transfers over properly. I can hear. Let's go. Sometimes it doesn't work. Kind of felt weird playing without being able to hear everything. Oh, that gives Zelda. That's fun. I already have one of those. Is this any good? No. No, it is not. I really should have just gotten rid of those, but that's fine. Put these away. We'll run that one. Follow frozen projectile build, then add grenades and oil. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'll like, if I'm not familiar with a skill, I'll check people's build guides to see what they run, like support gem wise. I most often have to do that with casters, because I don't play casters. I think the next build I'm gonna make is gonna be a caster though. I'm just not sure what kind. I have a couple options, but I would like ideally to get that tuning fork item before I do that, and so that's going to influence which way I take it. So I have a couple ideas. Vine Druid. So Vine Druid is one of them, but on I was gonna do it on Shaman if I get that tuning fork, and it's gonna be really, really strong if I do it on Shaman with the tuning fork. The other thing I was thinking about doing is trying to make Tornado viable, and I think it would be best on Lich. Abyssal Lich specifically, so I can giga scale the area of Tornado. I just don't know how high I could get the actual area, right? I'm doing endgame, so we're just progressing our like Atlas stuff right now because I spent a lot of time so far this league goofing off leveling characters to try to make this build work as best I could instead of actually progressing endgame. So I made 3 different characters to try the same build on. Hey, Div, let's go. Love me some div drops. Can you die? Thank you. These tornadoes actually just heal me. I want the skeleton body. Thank you. How many acts are there? There is 4 and then interludes. So there's 3 interludes. The interludes are pretty short. Granted, this is, you know, coming from someone who knows where everything is in them, because the interlude maps don't change. So once you like know where stuff is, it's very fast to run them. Usually takes me about an hour to get through all 3. It's the baby man. Oh, and the monkey. And the monkey. I don't want to fight both at the same time. Ooh. Please, no. I'm scared. Yes, kill the monkey. Thank you. The monkey is scary. The monkey can one-shot me. Also, thank you whoever followed. There we go. Nova, thank you for the follow. So I had to focus on that one a little bit. The monkey is dangerous. They've nerfed him so many times, and he will still one-shot, like, a lot of builds. I had to make 3 tunes before I could beat the final boss on Act 2. Nice, nice. Act 2 boss is a gear check. I think they actually just nerfed his HP this last patch, too. I don't know if they increased it or something, but yeah, he's a huge gear check. Ooh, give me that Val Orb. No, get out of my way. I need that. Thank you. Open this chest. Never know what's gonna come out of a chest. I opened a blue chest last night and got a div out of it while I was just like rolling away from something. I was like, oh hey, why does this game look so good? They spent some time actually doing good graphics, mostly good textures and models. You know? They also did good animations. Can't not give credit to their animators. This is gonna really suck when I get to this boss. I might die to this boss. Delirium makes bosses really, really gross right now. Even though they did just nerf that too. Plant? I'm not playing plants, no. We are doing Bodach. Stand the point of chaos runs. Drop scene poor. It's mostly just to get your ascendancy or sell the final material. Maybe? That's fine, actually. Delirium's super annoying. Okay. Let me touch the beacon. A new hand touches the beacon. You're hoarding materials, waiting for better gear. I do that all the time. I have a hoarding problem. What did they add to the new season apart from rune stuff? It completely reworked every endgame mechanic and 2 new ascendancies. Bodach's awesome. Wait, what's not a cheap build, Diamond? This build's mega cheap. You can set this up for like 20 to 30 exalts. Is it single player? Yeah, it's single player and multiplayer. It is always online though. Yeah, keep that in mind. Is it common? Not really. Most people want to try to condense their build down to as few skills as possible just for like focus's sake. Like there are a few builds that people call piano builds. But there's not a hell of a lot of them. I need to grab a couple of points here. I want that. Wait, no, there's something specific I wanted that I had not gotten yet. Where was it? It was something to do with lineage supports. Here we go. Okay. Actually, yeah, we're just gonna run. Oh, that's in forest specifically, actually. Yeah, we'll just run that. Cities are considered another biome. Val cities are also considered forests. Interesting. So I'll have to check what I can get for that. You want one button build? Yeah, so I try to make some one button builds usually. There's also a good auto bomber right now. It's just a little pricey to set up. Ooh, I forgot to empty my inventory. Do I already have this shield? Yes. So we need to disenchant. Put all of these away. that away. Thank you. Our sentencing skills only rewarded from Trial of Sekhmas and Trial of Chaos. Both. So if you're playing Trade League, which I always play Trade League because I don't really care about SSF, you can purchase stuff from people on this market here. So let's see if I search Palm of the Dreamer Shrine Scepter. So a Palm of the Dreamer Shrine Scepter costs about 280 divines right now. That's what I mean by pricey. But Palm of the Dreamer is disgusting. Every time you kill an enemy, it pops. They pop for a quarter of their health as chaos damage in an AoE. And anything that is gain damage as extra is added on top of that. And then so you'll kill like one mob, and then it'll just instantly pop the entire pack. Yeah, you can buy stuff. If you get really stuck, especially now that we're a couple weeks into the league, right? We're 2 weeks in. A lot of gear is like 1 Exalted Orb. You can buy an entire build that will take you to T15 maps for like probably 20 Exalted Orbs right now. Now, it won't be super fast or optimized, but it will work. And that's how you can get higher and start like farming more currency to buy better stuff. So the way I don't like crafting in this game because I have the worst RNG. I tried a bunch of crafts the other night and I got literally not a single good roll on like 6 items. And I did it properly, right? I did it the proper way. But the rolls were so shit, it wasn't like worth me spending a lot on it because every single roll on every single item was bad. So I hate crafting in this game because my RNG is bad. So I prefer to just farm currency and buy items. Which is also why I like making weird builds, because if I'm buying a bunch of stuff nobody wants, like this, nobody wants this stuff that I'm running. It doesn't cost anything. The Bodach helmet, a lot of people want the Bodach helmet because of the physical applies chill. But it's like the most common drop from the boss, so it's like 1 exalt. What build? I used crossbows to level. I used the Rampart Raptor crossbow, which is also 1 exalt. And then I just upgraded it with the rune forging, like Verisium stuff. Reminds me, I really need to go back and get that quest done. I still haven't done the Act 4 quest for the runes. I really need to do that. This is my own Bodach Ritualist build. So you can just kind of stand here. Like, stuff will die eventually. I need one thing to die and then it starts popping. The blood boils. But I also am in Delirium, so everything's a lot tankier than normal. If you're not doing Delirium, this works a lot better. Is an AFK build. Yep. Burn, thanks. I don't particularly care about the Delirium, to be honest. I don't know if I like the new version of Delirium very much. I think it's fine. I just don't really care. Then these alloys good. No. Not really. The rune stuff's super cheap. Hey, Tone, thank you for the follow. You should have access to the market. If this is your first time playing, I think you need to get a character 2 maps. I think. I don't remember. Let's see. I shot her minion range. Yeah. Bought a huge accuracy crit projectile with fizz for 5 div. Yeah. Like, there's still, if you get non-perfect stuff, because again, we're far enough in, the crazy people that are no life in the game are like going for giga perfect gear. So all of the really good but not giga perfect gear, the prices come down a lot. Because they're all getting rid of it at this point, or starting different builds. You're going PoE Ninja. So I have a Mobalytics page. There's a link in my TikTok bio. Or if you head over to Twitch, because we are multi-streaming, you can do !build, and that'll take you to my Mobalytics profile. And this is the only 0.5 build, I think. Yeah, I didn't upload anything else, because nothing else worked. I also, dude, I make like 8 builds, like 8 characters a league. And last league, I think I uploaded 4. Because I got, you know, I finished some of them. I'm like, this doesn't really work. Like, this is not a build I think anyone else should try. I had fun making it, but no one else should do it. Yeah, so I'm still fiddling with it. I have a weapon swap to a churn bog that I keep forgetting to use because I think it increases my single target a bit. That doesn't really feel faster. Yeah, I don't know. I really should have made that wisp possess the mob. That's fine. Let's go do that breach real quick. I always feel guilty playing games because I can't grasp the math involved to make my build. So here's the thing. I do no math. I do no math. I don't run spreadsheets. I see interactions and go, that feels like it might work. I try it. If it feels like it works, I keep trying it with other things. I don't do math though. I vibe build everything. This entire thing was this might be kind of funny. And I just tried a few different things and found Ritualist to be the one that works best because blood boils are pretty good if you're already scaling presence radius anyway. Hey, Meet Your Doom, how's it going? Good morning. Well, that didn't give me anything. All right, we're done with this map. Next. The fun is that you don't even need to do math. Yeah, I just experiment mostly. For your first time, PoE 2. Yeah, I think it's worth it. There are very few other games you're gonna get this much playtime out of for this price. Very, very few. If you like ARPGs. If you don't like ARPGs or games that require like grinding, or league mechanics. So this game is league based. It's seasonal, right? You play for a few weeks to a month or two. You stop playing when you get bored. You come back in, 2, 3, 4 months when they do a new league and start over. All your stuff goes away for the new league. Now they do have a standard league where you keep all your stuff, but it's not as fun. Why do I keep opening these mirrors? I don't want to do them. Could just end it. I don't know. Love the first game. Second one's great. Yep. It's a little different than the first one. You're not gonna feel as OP as early. Like PoE 2, you definitely have to earn the power fantasy. And that's actually what I like about it. Because I keep trying to. I've tried PoE 1 a few times, and I lose interest because it feels so just zero effort from the start. Without having a single idea what I'm doing, I did not struggle at all at any point, and that made it very boring to me. Yes, when it full drops, it will be free. But if you purchase early access, you get the equivalent amount of money you spent in in-game currency and some specific cosmetics for getting early access. So they make it worth your while to buy the early access, because if you like the game, you're probably gonna drop at least $30 to buy stash tabs anyway, right? Yeah, you don't have to pay it. Once the game fully launches, it will be 100% free to play. The only thing that you're gonna end up wanting to buy really is cosmetics and stash tabs. Stash tabs are huge for organization and just storage. If you play the game at all seriously, you're gonna end up buying stash tabs. But again, $30 is all you really need to spend. Can I have a headhunter? Dude, I don't even have a headhunter. I'm not rich. I'm not a full-time streamer who plays this game all day. Every day. Yeah, stash tabs stay. So, like, everything, when a new season starts, if you do the new season, the stuff in the stash tab goes away, but, like, you keep the tabs. Yeah, I was gonna say 1.0 should be later this year. What would you say is worth it for buying early? Just being able to play, have fun, get in a little earlier when there's not quite as much complicated stuff in the game. Yeah, like I'm glad that I started because I didn't play ARPGs before this. So I'm glad I got in when the game launched and it was a lot less complicated than it is now. Because I've been able to learn like each new thing as it's come, and it's made it a lot easier to digest for me. I should pick things up. All right, let's go find that breach. Oh no! I picked up teleportation. I don't want that. Not a huge fan of the lag that can happen with the pause screen. That's fair. But when you buy it early, you gotta buy again when it drops. No, you don't have to buy it. It'll be free. You're getting cooked in T6 maps. That's fair. Sorry, I missed a bit. We tried new Nightfall Shield. I have not yet. Haven't opened up D4 since PoE2. Yeah. I got this latest season of D4. That was the first time I played, and it was fun, but it did not hold my interest for nearly as long as this game does. Do I want to go find that breach? I kind of want to go find the breach. Crystal thing. What crystal thing? It's not only do the... Well, okay. So I will say, D4 has some really, really cool characters and abilities. The biggest issue with D4 is everything is class locked. So there's very little interaction between abilities of different classes because there's only a couple that you can get on like those auto cast runes. Which are cool and all. But, you know, this game, like, all your class dictates is your class passives and where you start on the passive tree. And then everything else you can just do whatever. Like I'm playing the spear character with a mason shield. I played the wizard with a mason shield. Because you can. Yeah, once you get to Torment 12 and D4, there's kind of like not much to do other than seeing how high in pit you can push. But because of the restrictiveness of the builds, like, you can't, there's not like much to do. And the way Blizzard handles balancing is they're like, okay, this ability is going to be OP. And we're going to nerf the hell out of this ability so it's not even useful anymore. And that's our balance. It's like, okay, cool. It's like on Druid, there was like one endgame viable build for Druid and one sort of viable build for Druid on endgame. And they're like, let's nerf the hell out of the sort of viable one so it's not viable at all anymore. So there's only one viable build. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's nice. I think I want to wait just so I don't feel like doing the same campaign again and again. I mean, yeah, you're going to end up doing the same campaign again and again anyway. Yeah, so I will say they've made D4 at least fun in general now, but I don't think they're ever going to do that where like every ability is viable because Blizzard is never balanced that way. Blizzard's balancing philosophy has basically always been pass the big OP sword around and nerf everything else into the ground at the same time. So there'll be one thing that's like giga broken, and then everything else will be like fine, and then certain things will just nuke from orbit out of nowhere for no reason. Even if it wasn't overpowered, they'll just be like, nah, screw that ability. And that goes for all their games. They've done this with StarCraft. They've done this with WoW. Endgame goal for your slam build is Arbiter Spear. Yeah, so I was looking at that too. Slam Arbiter Divinity. I also wanted to do that. That spear's actually, I think I have enough div to buy it now. That was the researchers, right? I didn't just open a random strongbox for no reason. Yeah. Paladins and WoW have been catching strays. Yeah, like, that's just how Blizzard balances. It's been a problem even when the company was good. And the company is no longer good. Gone are the days when you could go, oh, hey, Blizzard's making a game. That's going to be great. Now you're like, well, I hope they do something. I hope they fix it. Oil Barrage Flicker. Oil Barrage Flicker looks funny. I think it would be best on Amazon, personally. But that's just because I really, really like the whatever charge thing that Amazon can do with projectiles. I used to do that on crossbow, and they got rid of my ability to spend power charges on crossbow, and it made me sad. Crafting. Dude, I still don't understand crafting. I also have really bad RNG with crafting, so I've just given up. Yeah, the Flicker Oil Barrage. So it's cast on ailment. Oh, what's it called? Lightning Warp. I'm sorry, is that magma barrier on her? Get that shit out of here. Die. Yeah, no, get out of here with that. I don't want a magma barrier on that boss. Yeah, that's fair, Roars. I also really hate temporal chains. At least you can dodge temporal chains now. The curse used to just apply to the entire map, which was stupid. They're like, hey, here's a good waystone, except you have 50% all like action movement speed slow on everything for no reason the whole time. Feels good. Bulmer, why do what? Hit 70 and try to upgrade your gear. Yeah, 70 is a big jump. Like, certain tiers of maps are absolutely massive jumps right now. You know what I love about this build? I can actually read chat, because I don't have to, like, look at exactly what's going on the whole time, unless I'm in boss. Most stuff that's not a boss won't really kill me. That feels really nice. Ooh, Solar Amulet. Last league, my buddies met global chat, designating me as the craft guy. Yeah, I mean, I just have such bad RNG with crafting, man. I did proper crafting the other night, and every single roll on every single, like, part of it was bad on 6 items straight. And I was like, no, I'm never touching this again. I just wasted, like, probably almost 10 div in, like, crafting mats and got not a single good roll on an item. Didn't know how maps work. That's fair. What build? This is my Bodach Ritualist. Yeah, that happens every time. It's like last league, I chanced 40 heavy belts, and it deleted all of them. I didn't even get a useless heavy belt rare out of it. Crackling Flux. That's not worth anything, is it? Blazing. Yeah, I don't think these are worth anything. Hey guys, thanks for the follows. Chilling. These are just the ones that convert. Yeah. I don't think I care about these. Randy, thank you for the follow. No, I don't. Let's open it just cause I've gotten like divs and stuff out of these before. Oh, you're spirit hunted. Please explode. Thank you. Made 20 mirrors just crafting. Yeah, well, it's easy if you have good RNG when you're crafting. If you drop a greater exalt on an item and then get light radius, and that's about the equivalent mod that you get every time you drop a greater exalt on something. Yeah, you're not gonna make any money crafting. I desecrated something, and I got T6 health regen, like regenerate 5 HP. Like, okay, that's cool. That was the best mod too. The other one was like 10 of a res. Like all T6 mods. So bad. Again, you have to have some form of RNG, because if your RNG is really bad, like mine seems to be for some reason, even with deterministic stuff, which they've also taken away a lot of the deterministic stuff this league. I don't think you understand how bad it is. Like, it's to the point where I was in the PoE Discord, and they were like, I don't know why your rolls are so bad. I've tried it a few times. It's just stupid. What build? Bodach stuff. Desecration is like the only part of crafting I like. I normally like desecration, but I've gotten not a single good desecration this entire league. I'll probably try it again anyway, but it's not going to end well. Did I not click something? Hold up, I didn't click something. Oh, I didn't do the boss. Yeah, because every time I try to craft, I end up being able to have bought the item I crafted for about 1/10 of the price. Every time I try to make a 100 div item to a mirror item, yep. I can dump 10 div into a craft and come out with 2 exalt item. Like, consistently. I don't play enough to get enough div where I can, like, keep trying it. That's a min roll on that. Okay, well that didn't want to work. Just dump that in there for now. It is pretty entertaining. It's not necessarily good, but it is funny. Desecration. I can still select which of the 3 groups, reroll or remove it specifically. Yeah. Problem is that costs a lot. The cost to get this running is, I don't know, 20x maybe. Maybe. Could probably do it for 10. Especially on Ritualist, since you get the rings. With easier, it's much easier to get max reses. Yep, so all the uniques that I'm running are 1x items. Now, if you want good ones, it costs more. Right? Like a good Defiance of Destiny is like 2 div. Like the one I have, I think it was 2 div. The helmet's 1x regardless, that doesn't really matter. The mace, if you want a good one, it's a few div. But like the base version of the mace, which is, you don't upgrade your DPS much by upgrading the mace. I'm gonna be honest. I upgraded mine. The DPS is better. I kill bosses a little quicker, but it's not like so significant that I would say you have to do it. Okay, what was I doing with this? Just a random. I want a 16 is the thing. Do I don't really care. I don't even know what comes out of this map. Did they say anything about full release? Full release will be later this year. Probably November, December. Get them uncorrupted and get lucky. The items? Yeah, so I actually corrupted my shield and I got block chance. So I got a 1x shield and then I corrupted it and got block chance. So it's at 36% with the soul core I socketed in it. Or the idol. And yeah, that gets my block up super easy. The Runeforge upgrade. What did I Runeforge upgrade? I don't think I Runeforged anything on that build. Unless it was the chest piece, in which case that was an accident. Oh, the mace. No, the mace is 1x level 78 item. So that's the other thing. You can't like level this build, you gotta level something else. Because you can't use the helmet until 65. You can't use the mace until 78. I didn't do anything. Favorite skill in the game? I think Flame Breath is my favorite skill in the game. It's just so cool. The problem is it's kind of a pain in the butt to get working. I've found the most success with it with evasion builds. It's just kind of annoying. Yeah, though I did, since I spent so much time getting a Flame Breath build set up last league, I played around with it a little bit this league, but I wasn't really feeling it. So maybe I'll do that again later. Flame Breath is such a good skill, though. If you can get rid of the movement penalty or like massively reduce it, it does a disgusting amount of damage, just innately. Actually, I do want the chance shards. I do want the chance shards. Yeah, like on a half-ass Flame Breath setup, I had it doing like 300k DPS. Unbuffed. Oh, hello, Mr. Chimera. Thank you. Favorite skill in the game. You see they nerfed Flicker? They didn't nerf Flicker. They nerfed the 0 charge consumption, which was probably unintended. I do make my own builds, yes. Temple tablet. I hate Temple still. I'm not gonna touch Temple. Do I think that'll be a decent bleed proc? So I actually don't bleed at all on this build. Down to 75% chance to not use charge. Yeah, but you can still like have almost infinite charges on Martial Artist Monk if you're doing that instead of Gemling. It's just combo on Martial Artist. So you have all attacks generate combo, which includes Charge Staff. You Flicker generates combo, and then you put Althea's Chimes on Mantra of Destruction. And then the thing that lets you use it twice, but it makes it cost 150% more combo. So 20 combo on that. Pop it, gives you full charges again. Like, it's pretty easy to get set up. Yeah, see, this just like pops. I don't even have to do anything because blood boils. Give me that. Sweet. Where do I start making my own build? So what I do is I find an ability that catches my interest, and this, or something, an item that catches my interest. In this case, it was the Bodach helmet. And so then I